The spacecraft was 3.7 billion miles away from Earth, so far away that it took each pixel 5.5 hours, traveling at the speed of light to reach us. From this distant vantage point, the Earth might not seem of any particular interest. But for us, it's different. Consider again that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives.
Good evening, people. I have a person across from me that is laughing and not behaving and letting me do my intro properly. We'll get into that soon. Anyway, you got Soda here from Music Survival Guide Podcast. My guest is misbehaving. We're like 10 seconds in. Today's March 30th. For us, as you know by now, you get this in a few days. It is the first episode in a different room. I like to say when we have a first for these things. We moved out of Monkey's Kids' toy room, which is unfortunate because that was a fun vibe. But this is a nice vibe too. This is very romantic. We have lots of candles where we are tonight. Anyway, you hear that giggling? You hear that giggling? Also, a first for our show tonight is we have our first female guest. We haven't had a female guest, so you are gonna wear that crown.
Well, I just like to say, Soda, it's great to be here. Hillary Clinton is here on the Music Survival Guide.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's not Hillary. It's not Hillary. I don't know if that's a good impression or not. I'm not sure.
Kinda is.
But this is the artist known as
formerly known
TRYST.
Aww.
The artist formerly known as Crystal Noir. Crystal Noir.
I'll always still be a part of
potato. But now, TRYST, as you're kind of, making some moves to do something different musically and artistically, which is cool.
Yes.
Again, you're the first female artist.
Oh, look at that.
So that's really cool.
Oh my God. Go down in history.
So yeah, I mean, I hope so. Hopefully, we'll get enough people to say that history will happen. But I've been enjoying this immensely. And whether 3 people listen to it or like 86 listen to it, I think we're doing a great job, and we've had lots of quality content and had fun people on it so far. So anyway, TRYST, you are a native New Yorker, right?
I sure am.
All right. Well,
I was born in Rosedale, in Queens.
All right. I was born in Queens too, actually, in Jamaica.
Oh, nice. We both come from the hood.
Yeah. Lived in Kew Gardens. Excuse me. Lived in Kew Gardens for a while and moved a little farther out to Long Island when I was just before my 5th birthday.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
And we're both Geminis. Which we discovered tonight. I don't know. This is weird.
This is some cosmic connection.
When the light starts to flicker and
well, I already summoned a demon apparently.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that later. Excuse me. But Monkey helped us, he set up everything again tonight. He brought down a different mixer. This one is has way more channels than the other one. The intent is for us to do these with more than just one guest at some point.
Totally.
Have like a round table.
Yeah.
Last week was a great episode. We met with Vin Dombrowski from Sponge, who you are or are not sure that you know.
I feel like I know who that is.
Especially like the one
probably
major hit that they had in the 90s, because you're an alternative rocker too.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure you know that. Vin was great. After our little interview that we did, he treated us to the show, and they were amazing. I think Monkey might have a new favorite band for a little while. He was very, very enamored with them, and the Performance Sponge is a great band. Perhaps when they come back, we should go.
Let's do it.
Because if you like a good rock show, they always deliver.
Absolutely.
So, Vin, I hope you enjoyed your time with us last week. It was really cool.
Cheers, Vin.
Cheers, Vin, from TRYST.
As I'm drinking my Heineken.
With love.
From TRYST with love.
From TRYST with love. Speaking of that, she's our first guest who brought a snack.
Really? I'm the first guest to bring a snack?
Well, there's been a couple of the guys that came through brought some adult beverages, which I don't partake in.
I know you don't. That's why.
But if anybody wants to bring iced tea for the future too, we talked a little bit about tea.
You know what? When I went to the Bahamas, I bought this tea called 21 Gun Salute. And apparently it's supposed to like give you a sex drive. And like the ingredients on it was like fucking like root cock or something like that.
I think I've heard of that.
I mean,
that's a thing. But the Bahamas are meant to be like that kind of a place where you
buy root cock tea,
and it get experimental with your loved one. So let's okay, let's talk. Let's get a little serious now.
Okay.
I don't know. Are you nervous?
No, not at all.
Okay. You just laugh.
I laugh a lot. I swear to God, I'm not stoned. I mean, like, I almost took a little hit of my oil pen before I came in. I'm like, nah, I don't want to go and blazed.
I thought Tryst might have been nervous. Just nervous
I ain't
energy.
nervous.
No,
Nah,
I know.
look, man.
No, I know.
Loosey-goosey.
This girl knows how to rock a microphone. I've seen her perform. That's for sure. So
good times.
Yeah, our story. We met when I don't think when I was in Knox Cult and Monkey was in Knox Cult. We met through that time period.
Yeah.
But I think when you were hanging out at the Amatory Murder, that is when we met. Because I think we played with them before we played with any of your projects.
Yes.
And was that Wednesday 13 show at Blackthorn where every band on the planet
I feel like it had to be Blackthorn.
Well, because everybody, yeah. And that night especially, like 15 bands played before Wednesday went on. We had like breakfast with Wednesday 13.
Yeah.
It's like he went on at like 5 a.m., you know? But I'm not exaggerating that anyway. I love Blackthorn. They give you a beefy bill, though, you know what I mean? The headliner goes on super late. But so yes, through Knox Cult.
Yes.
And we stayed in touch ever since. I haven't actually seen you probably in over a year.
I think last time we saw each other
crazy.
was when we did the show at Mr. Beery's, the charity show.
That was like Christmas time a year and a half ago. It'll be 2 years this Christmas.
Jeez, yeah.
Which, that was a really fun show, though.
That was a lot of fun.
A fun gig.
I was looking at pictures, actually, of that when we were all up on stage with you guys during Maniacs.
Well, we called and you came. You know, the Maniacs came.
Listen, and then there's, you know what else? I came across the video of me going on stage with you guys when I had the clown mask on.
That was amazing. No, that was amazing. That was incredible.
I remember like Crystal Noir, and I come up on stage with this creepy ass
that was
clown
incredible.
mask.
I mean, that video. I think that video is on YouTube. But
oh, that's hilarious.
Lots of great energy. I miss Knox Cult. You know, I'm glad
I miss Knox Cult too.
Thanks. I'm glad that we all still have a relationship. Me and the guys. Although a couple weeks ago, Fox came in. To the show.
Yeah.
And that was the first time.
Hi, Fox. If you're listening, I miss you, and your box will be waiting for you.
The Fox's box.
Fox on the box.
I don't know the story. But anyway, that was the first time that the three of us were in the same room together.
Yeah.
In almost 2 years.
Yeah.
So that was really nice.
Oh wow.
It was really good. That was our quote unquote reunion.
You guys were so fucking awesome. I loved Knox Cult. And it was just, it felt, you know what I loved about it was like you, and then like when I was doing Crystal Noir and like Amatory, it felt like really like a little community we kind of made together.
You know what? I agree with you completely. And I hadn't felt that in a long time. Mm-hmm. I don't know. My bands, what was I doing before that? Motion picture. We were definitely outsiders, but I don't know if that was like by choice or it just so happened to be the case. But with the Knox Cult, and then when we met you guys, Amatory Murder, Crystal Noir, in the obscurity, we definitely kind of buddied up for a few gigs. I wish that we could have really kind of quote unquote taken the show on the road.
That would have been freaking awesome. Yeah,
we had. Toward the end of Knox Cult, we had a number of opportunities that were like hanging, that we were, it was like dangling the carrot.
Yeah.
We were this close to it, but the internal stuff that was going on was just a little too much for.
What is? I'm sorry.
See, it's
what
funny
is
because we're not filming this. So
what is that?
Plastic cubes.
They're what?
I'm just saying.
It's just ice cubes. That
I thought there was like some kind of like. It's candy.
They're ice cubes. They're just plastic, so you don't water down.
It's absinthe. Monkey bought Chris some absinthe.
I wish.
I'm impressed. Like our first guest. Studio.
What are you? You're making food? You said.
I'm making sandwiches. It's too late for food. Carla's just stuffing her face with like ham and cheese right now.
There's no vegetables available?
Can I get another Heine?
I can make you like an impromptu. You eat bread, right?
I eat bread. No cheese.
Okay. How does like tomato avocado on toast?
Oh God,
That sounds a little
see,
onion, maybe.
Guys, you see how Monkey takes care of us?
That sounds good, right?
He sets us up.
No, I ate.
Work. Are you sure?
Even
Yeah,
if
I'm
I
good,
wasn't,
thank you.
I'm not even that hungry, but that just sounds so good.
Well, avocado is like heavenly.
Yeah, for sure. No, I hear you. Well, you said you were going.
Wait, we
upstairs
also
to
got
cook.
these macaroons. Where's the knife?
And the scary knife. Anyway, all right, beautiful. Okay, people are listening to this now. And they're
I
like,
still don't. I'm sorry. I still don't understand. Plastic ice cubes.
It's so that you don't water down the alcohol.
there you go. I mean, not that I know
So
that.
they're not water. It's just cold plastic.
There's water in there.
Like liquid-filled plastic cubes.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
You can feel it. You feel it.
I do. Now, are you telling me to put Jim Beam in that glass and drink
Yes.
it? I cannot do that, man. I'm sorry, but thank you. No fucking way.
All right, this is going off the rails.
Yeah,
early.
sorry. He just walked in and put it down next to me. I'm like,
No, it's fine. It's fine because this whole show is meant to just be like a totally cordial, fun.
is he going to walk
straight-up
in on a
thing.
unicycle next?
I would love to see that. Actually, I never know. I never know. He's always full of surprises.
That'd be great.
But yes, we have macaroons. That we started to get into that, and then we didn't finish. That you
Well-
brought macaroons with you, and then we got into how we met. So yeah, there are macaroons here, and there's like an Earl Grey one or something.
Yes, there's a Pop Rocks one too, apparently.
And I had told Tryst that I think someone died in the 80s from like eating Pop Rocks with
Coke.
Yes, at a movie theater or something like
Is that a myth?
I don't know. It's probably an urban legend, but I
Yeah.
just every time I think of Pop Rocks, I think
I've
of that.
never had Pop Rocks because they scare me.
Yeah, they're weird.
So I'm kind of, but I will experience this with you.
Yeah, with the creepy claw
With the
knife.
creepy knife I have in my hand.
But so yes, Nox Cult. We loved playing, and we were always happy that you guys were just so into it.
Oh,
you know?
hell yeah.
And the cool thing about what we did when we all played together was like we never left the
No,
gig. Like we
yeah.
always hung out for everybody else. We were like
Totally.
the last people there. And
Yeah. Go to the
we just had-
diner,
yes,
remember?
we had a really great time. I loved that. I feel like that happened so fast. You know what I mean? Like it was, especially Nox
Yeah.
Cult to me was like a supernova. It was because we got together as total strangers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and within 6 months, we had this thing
Hmm.
happening, and people were like, "You guys have been together for what? Like however long?" I'm like, "No, man, this is our first gig."
Wow.
So Fox came from an ad, and Monkey, he and I met at an emotion picture show, a gig that we both did together, and he romantically whispered in my ear, he's like, "If you ever need a drummer, call me."
Ooh.
I've told this story a few times, but I just love that story. But anyway,
I need a drummer.
again, this isn't about me or Monkey tonight or anything that I've done. It's about Tryst. She's
Aw.
here to talk about
Please,
what
no
she's doing
worries.
now. So back to you playing when you were doing the Crystal Noir and Crystal Noir. How do you say it?
Crystal Noir in the obscurity.
Because I feel like most moi. Like
I like the way you say it. You're like Crystal Noir.
Yeah, I put a little oomph in there.
I like the oomph.
You
That's
know,
fine.
Potato, tomato. But anyways, that band was really neat. That's when I first got turned
Yeah.
on to seeing you perform because we met just as like any people in the street,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I saw you on a stage. I think the first gig that I saw you at might have been the Fat Baby gig.
That's when we played together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time.
Yeah.
And I was really, really impressed.
Oh, thanks.
And I mean, seriously, I
Thank
really
you.
enjoyed it. And I was like, yeah, man. I was like, Sister's got it.
Sister's got it,
She's got
yo.
the moves. She's got the moves.
Ooh, yeah. I
Good
remember.
singer, entertaining, charismatic. You know how to pull in a crowd, you know?
Thank you. Appreciate that.
The band was super cool. And I like the songs. And then
Thanks.
from there, you turned it into Eyes of Obscurity.
Yeah, that was like for one show, though. I'll be
Okay,
honest with you. I still say Crystal Noir. Binks might disagree because he likes the name, but
How is Binks?
Binks is good.
Yeah, he's cool. I was always a enthusiast.
Binks is still
enthusiast,
freaking
too.
nuts. I have a video of him licking the bottom of my shoe, actually, from fucking, we went to Dark Side of the Con 2 weeks ago. He was just being nuts, and Binks doesn't turn down a dare. And we have plenty of videos to prove that we're going to put in a collage one day. And,
That's cool.
and
Well,
show him.
Maybe maybe he'll come out to the
Hell yeah.
show at some point and
Yeah.
talk to me and hang out with these lovely candles and
Yeah.
Binks. Maybe if you want to bring the next round of macaroons, if you hear this, then feel free to do that. So Eyes of Obscurity was only a one-off gig. With
It was the show that at Beery's, yeah.
See, I thought that you were just kind of trying to make the spotlight go on the overall band
Yeah.
rather than you, which,
Well, in general, I guess it kind of, but my whole thing was like I was trying to just kind of do like a Susie and the Banshees type of feel. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of liked the in between a name and a word.
No, I get it. That's
I
cool.
like the way it flowed. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I missed just like rocking out, honestly. Like I've been wanting to just kind of like me and Binks actually spoke about it, like possibly even doing like a little like reunion show just for fun, why not?
That would be great. That would
Yeah.
be great. These guys too, Knox Cole, we had tamed the idea of like an actual musical reunion, not a chit chat reunion, which we had.
Dude, let's do a Knox Cult Crystal Noir reunion. Boom.
Oh my God.
Let's fucking make it happen.
Please, if Fox ever hears this, that's all I'm going to hear about them for a while. Fox, my little man, Fox.
Love
I
Fox.
think he's been listening actually, which is super cool.
Cool.
He was really complimentary about the first bunch of episodes. He might have tuned out by now, but who knows?
I miss you, Fox. Hope you're well.
He's good. I think he's doing really good. Actually,
Yeah.
he's focused on some stuff.
Cool.
And he's getting his job done, which is nice.
Yeah.
Do you now? I know you before Tryst got here. She had sent me some tracks in Dropbox that I was unable to access for whatever reason. I don't know what was going on with my computer. But before we even play some of the current stuff, the Crystal Noir and the Obscurity. Now, you don't even have that stuff anymore because you did have like a 3 or 4 song EP that I had, and then Steph from Vela Magazine has my copy, but she is down south now, and she's in Paris or Japan or something with the
I'm
magazine.
pissed. I should have brought you one. Damn, I actually just found a bunch of T-shirts and CDs the other day.
That's funny. She got a shirt too.
Yeah.
If you have like a male small, I would love to have one.
Hell yeah.
If you want to,
dude, I might have to recycle that logo. I loved that logo.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was my rose with the camera lens inside in the middle with the blood dripping.
It was cool.
Yeah.
That was the cover of the CD too.
The
Right?
cover of the CD was me holding a blue rose with my killer nails.
I remember the rose and the blue.
Yeah.
But can we play something from that little EP? Would that be okay? Can we get the tracks? Because as you guys know, this isn't live, so we have a minute to kind of fill in the gaps and splice and stuff.
Yeah, no, you want me to I have the tracks on YouTube.
Yeah, well, what you'll do after this is just you'll email it to us.
Yeah, totally.
And then it'll get edited.
It's funny, I was listening to them the other day, actually. Well, the thing is, what we did was, we had 3 tracks recorded. 2 of them made it to the EP. One of them taken, actually, which is a great song that I was very proud of. We just never got it mixed and mastered, so it's floating around there still. It's recorded and everything though, and then most of the time we were just in the studio, and we would just write songs in the studio, which was a lot of fun.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that's why a lot of stuff didn't make it to recording. We had this one song called Get Off, which was this fucking punk song that was just really fast, and I think I wrote the lyrics in 10 minutes. It was about.
Well, there were a couple of songs that stuck out kind of a punk edge.
Yeah.
When I saw you guys perform.
Yeah. We had one called The Fun House, which was
the one. I don't know, because there was definitely
Get Off was really
a lyric or two that stuck out that was really fierce. It was super fierce. I don't know what exactly it was, but it was bold coming from a female performer,
Maybe it was
ooh.
Get Off, because I wrote that song. I got really pissed off.
Was it a little? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe
it was about. It was about Republicans trying to control females' bodies.
This could be the one.
That's probably it. So I wrote it. It was pretty much a song about abortion.
There's no recording of this though. This one.
No, there's not. I think the only fucking recording I have is a
live thing.
on my phone. We were practicing it. Yeah, very super,
hear that, guys?
Super crunchy. It's you can't even listen to it. But I found that recently too, and I'm oh my god. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. And yeah, that was just that's what I liked about that was just it was just I was very I was experimenting pretty much because I love all different genres of music, you know what I mean? And then that's why I also now with the music I'm making now, I'm solo and I just feel freer now. I loved having a band, don't get me wrong, and I do miss it, but being on my own and just kind of doing what I want
Well, it's different.
It's a great feeling. It's a nice change.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because
No, I get it. I mean,
bands for a while.
Bands are great. There's a lot of personalities, though, of course. A lot of kind of quote unquote politics, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, when you're by yourself, you do it or you don't. You get the job done or you don't, and you're in charge. You don't. You're only answering to yourself. But being us Geminis, you know, we get the bad rap. Maybe we're answering to somebody else somewhere. Whoever knows.
Why do Geminis get such a bad rep for? They think, oh, you're two-faced. Or you're two sides.
No, I don't. Yeah, I mean, two sides. I guess I'm definitely moody. Whatever, I'll cop to that.
I can become a total fucking psycho. That's why I can't be drinking that shit right there. You want to see a real Gemini? Give me like a few glasses of that and forget it.
And the plastic ice cubes.
And the plastic. I'll be like Nancy, like Sid and Nancy. That's what I turn into. Just funny. Crazy.
The other side. So the obscurity stuff. What song can we play that's like? I guess something from that EP that you.
I mean, I would say play. It's a tough one because "It's Time" was like my. That was like the first track we released, and that had the video to it and everything.
So then let's.
All right, it's time.
It's time. It is time.
It is
to
time.
Play. It's Time by Crystal Noir and the Obscurity.
The Rollback,
which might have a reunion. We don't know.
I think I need to just rock the fuck out.
You should do it.
Yeah.
I probably need to do that too. I haven't.
I need it.
I haven't rocked out in that aspect in a little while.
Just gotta get dirty, you know.
It's good. You gotta roll around the stage.
Yeah, roll around in the filth.
So It's Time by Crystal Noir and the Obscurity. Here we go.
Pain will be enough to
Okay. There it is. Crystal's been laughing the whole time that song was on.
Can we open a window or something? I'm sweating in here. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the new room is a sauna.
I think I'm sticking to the seat.
That's all right. It's good. You know, it's
My
good.
DNA will be on this seat.
Sure. Well, I guess that'd be another first. But so that's cool. I'm glad we were able to play some of that stuff. But since that time, there was maybe, because believe it or not, Nox Cult right about now, 2 years ago we broke up. That's what I'm saying with the whole time thing.
Yeah.
That's why I don't even think that. No, about a year and a half ago at that Christmas gig, that benefit concert was the last time.
That was the last time we played too.
Saw you, yeah, which is it's just so crazy.
Yeah, raised a lot of food. I remember.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was fun. I remember that gig.
I'm literally like sweating right now. I'm sorry.
I remember that gig fondly.
Yeah,
but since then, I think there was maybe some time before you reemerged with the whole Tryst thing. So start us off with that. You know, I mean,
I literally just like, I've always had such an appreciation for like pop music.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah,
you would
I know.
never know it, but I honestly think that what I enjoy to listen to more is like pop stuff, and I mean like pop rock and then like straight up pop.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily perform pop music. I like to perform like loud experimental alternative rock stuff. That's kind of where that is. Although maybe we'll make a pop record.
Oh, fuck yeah, let's do it.
So maybe, all right, guys, you heard it here first. Maybe this could happen.
I want to work with as many people as I can.
For sure,
I love collaborating. But yeah, I just was like, I wanted I love all genres. Like I want to do a blues album probably like one day. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
you should. It's beautiful. You absolutely should. Definitely. The whole Tryst thing, is that a take on your name, Crystal, though? How'd you come up with that?
It's funny. It's like, so I worked with my producer, Michael Spivak, and one day we were just in the studio, and he's like, I think he might have been reading Lolita. And look
at the eyes that she gave Lolita.
Lolita. And he came across, the word Tryst. And he was like, that sounds like a cool name. And I sat with it for a very long time. I have a book and it's like all these different names and blah, 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 blah. And like, I really liked it right off the bat. It takes a while to get used to a stage name. You know what I'm saying?
I guess. I don't know. I mean, everybody's been calling me Soda for like
I don't even think I know your real name at this point.
I'm a John by birth.
John,
on
okay.
Facebook,
Right,
John
you are.
Soda,
okay.
because
yeah, why did I draw a blank for? Because I just know you as Soda.
Yeah, well, at this point, I don't even care. Whoever calls me, whatever. It is what it is. But
Sody
I mean,
Pop.
Soda is my thing with all of this stuff. You know what I mean? But on Facebook too, when they like started to like snipe everybody and made you put.
I know.
I had to put John up there, but they let me get Soda in there too, which was because I was like, man, come on, like
so stupid.
Like all the building this Soda thing for so long, and now I have to be John on Facebook. I was like, come on, man. But at least they're both there, so I learned to live with it. Whatever.
I know.
But anyway, that's
conformity.
That's a whole other thing.
So
Tryst, it is a cool name.
It has a definition. Would you like me to give you the exact definition?
Yeah, for sure.
Pull out my Google.
Oh, do it.
My tablet. I know it. It's
You don't even know? Come on.
No. Of course I know what it means, but I like to read. I like to read the exact
I was like, come on, you gotta, I gotcha.
Because it sounds better that way.
Cool.
I am
my avocado toast?
I am Polish. Yeah, where's my other Heineken?
All right, you need to stop because I'm half Polish.
High five.
What else are you?
German, Irish.
Okay, Italian, American Indian, and Polish.
I have a little bit of Native American in me, apparently.
Nice.
Does that mean I can get benefits? Okay.
Oh, man.
The definition of tryst. I'm going to read it in a sexy voice.
Do it. Okay, here we go.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
A private, romantic rendezvous between lovers.
There you go.
There you go. It says underneath, a moonlight tryst. Keep a private, romantic rendezvous. So there you go.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. And that's so I totally loved the definition of it. I'm like,
no, absolutely. I didn't even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll probably notice it more.
Crystal,
No, but it is a take kind of in a sense too, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah. No, it's that's what I had initially thought. I was like, oh, that's cool. She just kind of You know.
No, it totally has. I mean, I definitely wanted my name to have some kind of meaning to it. So with that, it's like, I just like it because it's like, I feel like with creating the name Tryst, it just kind of like, I don't want to say it separates me from me, but it's kind of like I can play on this like character in a sense. So like, you know, the 3 songs that I sent you, it's like they're all very different too. Like one's like very pop dance, and then like one's more like
I was bummed that I couldn't. There's a video. I have heard one of the songs.
There's 2 videos out actually,
and those were for the songs that you had sent me.
And then there's one that's actually unreleased, but I'll play it.
I want to definitely get into that stuff and give people, you know, the current sounds that you're making.
Yeah.
Not that the old stuff isn't worth it. I mean, I like to go, when I play stuff for people, I'll go like 10, 15 years ago, but like this is like stuff I was, you know.
Well, it's funny though, because like when I'm in the studio, you know, I'm like, I keep telling my producer, I'm like, pick up that fucking guitar, and I'm like, I want gritty, 9 Inch Nailsy guitar tracks here. And it's funny because, you know, listen, when I first did this project, I was really trying to do something that was going to be like a little bit more mainstream sounding. And I still do, but that's not important to me at the end of the day. I just need to make music. Like I need to create. If I don't create, I feel fucking lost. And I hate when I get like writer's block sometimes. And like the last, like, you know, I'll say the last like few months, I had like, you know, I was like in a little bit of like a funk, you know what I mean? Like I was like, okay, like what do I want to do next? So now I'm working with, I'm going to be working with a few new people now, which is cool. And I'm trying to get as many people involved as possible, honestly. So right now I have like 3 people that are interested in working with me. So I'm thinking about like all collaborating, like one song, send it to this person, see what they can do, and then this person, and then this, you know?
For sure. I think that's a great idea.
I've been really listening to a lot of Massive Attack lately.
Yeah.
So I'm like really into that.
Right. Well, that's cool.
Yeah. But like making it, like, it's funny. I'd say like my biggest influences with this project have definitely been Depeche Mode, Kate Bush.
Okay.
I know you love Tori Amos.
Yeah, I love Tori. I do.
I mean, what I heard you doing Me and a Gun, man, I almost lost my shit.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That's brave.
I thought so.
That's very brave.
You know, and I guess to have a guy sing that is a little different too. But I'm sure guys all over the planet have sang that. But
you're the only guy I know that likes Tori Amos, by the way.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
Actually, no, that's not true. I mean, I've met a few, but it's not like, you know.
The first time that I sang that was on that radio show for Ambush Radio, which is also based on Long Island. The guys from
I did an interview with them too.
Yeah, I love them. I love them, VJ and Mark.
They're cool,
and their crew. They're sweet and fun, and they're very, very supportive. And then I played it once. I performed it once at a show, opening for Michael Graves acoustic.
Wow.
Right in, I think it was in Astoria. This guy Nick puts on these like punk DIY shows. Nick is awesome, and it was one of his gigs, and it was really fun. And doing that like in a bar, was weird.
And it's isolated.
Well, because
vocals.
you know, I mean, right, and you've got the people up front that are digging what you're doing, but then you've got the people that are like on the next dimension of the venue.
And there's people that just like, you know, are rude and they're talking.
Yeah, well, and they're also talking shit.
Oh,
you know.
Let's see them get up there and do the same shit.
See, that's the thing, though, you know. And for me, that was a very vulnerable moment. But I figured, what the hell? Let me try it. I did it at this radio show, and like, I was really happy with the performance. I was like, man, I'm going to try it one more time, and it was interesting. I would do it again.
Yeah,
I would sing that again at some point somewhere, but who knows? But that's cool. Thanks. That's really cool.
No, I never forgot that because I was just really like, I was like shocked. I was like, whoa. The second you started going 5 a.m. and I was like, what? I'm like, wait a second, what? I literally like sat in front of my TV and I was like, because we had it playing on the TV.
Yeah, that's wicked. Thanks. That's cool.
Yeah, but yeah, I love her. But
yeah, Tori's wicked. Boys for Pele is my favorite Tori record. I don't know.
Choir Girl.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Little Earthquakes. I love what the hell? Why can't Under the Pink? I love Under the Pink. But when Boys for Pele came out, it was just so insane and chaotic, and there's so much instrumentation on there, and like the
That's with
harpsichord
Quadalite
stuff.
Sneeze, right?
Yeah,
I love that
Quadalite Sneeze,
song.
which one of
It's
my
about
best
Trent
friends.
Reznor.
Yeah, well, he bought her one of her like super duper fancy pianos.
He did?
In the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was maybe for Little Earthquakes. I don't know if they were buddies then.
They were. He was
But-
interested in her music.
Yeah, well, I mean, he sang on Under the Pink, Past
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Mission,
Yeah.
and maybe something else. But Past the Mission's a great song.
Past the mission. Yeah. Yeah. But
Yeah, man.
Choir Girl Hotel, that's my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, I love that album to me 'cause it's a very dark album. And
I'll revisit that.
Yeah,
now,
you
after
should.
that, after this conversation.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Because it's not that I don't listen to other Tory records. After the first three, I do.
So you're not too familiar with that album?
I have so many Tory. I have.
Yeah.
I think the last Tory record that I bought was Scarlet's Walk.
You know, I don't listen to any of the newer stuff.
I like that record a lot. That's not even that new at this point. That's got to be about 15 years old.
Yeah.
That to me harkened back to the earlier stuff. That was the most early-ish sounding Tory since the early Tory.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a hard time getting into I guess the later stuff, but
I saw her when she was supporting Choir Girl.
Yeah.
That's the only time I saw Tori.
All right, you're gonna listen to that album again.
And it was at Irving Plaza.
Yeah.
And I had to sleep out in the dead of winter on the concrete.
Oh, wow.
To get a ticket to that show.
See, I love shit like that. You
That
know
was
what I'm
fun.
saying?
But man, it was so cold. I was like fighting over leggings with one of my friends at like 2 o'clock. One of my friends at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was
Yeah.
like, these are mine.
I have a similar story.
Yeah, because this is turning into the end of The Shining very soon.
Oh my god.
You know, so it was super cold. But man, it was well worth it because that show was, God, that was really wonderful to be so close to her like that, you know?
I mean, I sat in a blizzard to go. Remember, I'm so embarrassed to even kind of say this, but I was obsessed with that band Him when I was 17 years old.
I never got too into Him. There's a band that a lot of people kind of say bit off of Him, also from Finland, the Rasmus.
Yeah. I used to love all those Finnish
love the
bands.
Rasmus, though. I love them.
Yeah?
And I never, not that I didn't get into Him, I just never listened to Him, because anytime anybody played the Him stuff for me, I was like, man, I really love this.
You know what? It's not that it's bad. I think it's just one of the, you know what? So when I was 17, I sat outside for 12 hours in the snow.
Where did you see that show?
It was Nokia Theater at the time. Now I
Okay.
think was it Best Buy Theater or some shit now.
Like
Times
Midtown.
Square. Yeah.
It was, I saw, that was like a WWE thing at some point too.
Restaurant?
It was a sponsored. It was a sponsored venue that I think was food and a concert venue. But I did see some really cool shows there too.
Yeah, I froze my ass off. But they kind of went on my shit list because a few years ago I went to go see them again, and me and Shirley Alvarez.
I don't think so.
So she's the most amazing person. I love her. So me and Christian, we were all waiting outside, and fans were waiting outside to meet them. And it was 2 degrees. It was fucking freezing.
So this was another cold.
This was another freezing. Yeah, I've froze my ass off for this band so many times, and they just walked right past all of us. Didn't even acknowledge us.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
And I hate that shit. To me, I don't know. I just you can at least say hello.
Well,
even if you can't shake our hands, just
some
give them
people,
hello.
some people lose touch with that, and you guys being there at that moment are the reason why those guys have a career.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So at least fucking acknowledge us, man. It's kind of shitty.
Are they so beyond their roots that they don't remember that? Because obviously people like you and myself, I would be out there all fucking night.
Yeah.
Shaking hands, meeting, greeting, whatever. I don't care how cold it was. Bitches, we're getting on the bus.
Yeah, totally.
I'm cold, but you're cold too, so let's get up here.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that it's also hard to talk to 100 people.
Yeah.
Then you'll be out there all night. You got to drive to another gig or whatever. But like you said, a little bit of hey guys, this is awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming.
It's freezing. We have another drive, but you're amazing.
It was nothing. They went straight to the fucking bus.
Such a simple little thing like that.
Yeah. I haven't listened to them really since, honestly. It turned me off. And you know what?
Couple
I have a fucking him tattoo on my back.
You got the little heartogram,
I got the
right?
fucking heartogram on my back. I want to get it covered up.
Well,
that's how mad I am.
I'm like, do I have a soda logo we can put there?
I'll just write soda over it.
Yeah, I'll be like, whatever.
Well, like that's how pissed I am. That's how much they upset me.
It's unfortunate,
painful 3-hour tattoo. Right on my damn spine.
I said this to Vin Dombrowski last week because I love Sponge. I've loved Sponge for a really long time.
Whoops.
And
there goes my coaster.
When chase the coaster. When I met Vin since day one was amazing. Amazing. There's never been a moment after and I haven't seen any other band as many times as I've seen Sponge. Sponge I've seen the most out of any other band. And him and his band have always been amazing.
Yeah.
But and they say, don't meet your heroes, don't meet your idols, whatever, however the story goes.
Yeah, I know.
And for a minute, I'm over it, but for a minute I was really pissed at Brian from Placebo.
Oh, really?
Because when they put out Without You, I'm Nothing, I mean, I was really young, and the first and second Placebo records were really important records to me growing up, as well as a number of other records. But like lyrically and what they were about and what they were trying to accomplish with what they were doing was really like, I was like, oh, these guys get me,
Yeah.
So they did an in-store in the city, and this was before they got really more known in America because they were huge in the UK. And then Without You, I'm Nothing kind of started to impact over here with Pure Morning, and I went to see them at the in-store, and I was one of very few people there, and they were like in love with me, and I was just like, oh my god, I was like, my band loves me, how funny is that? So then like a week later I saw them at Irving Plaza, and Brian was just a total dick, but he's also been known to be like a super diva. Granted, he was much younger, now he's grown up or whatever.
So you have to have like old brown M&Ms backstage.
But I was like, come on, man. I was like, last week you were like in love with me.
Right.
The tables were turning. It was weird.
Yeah.
And I was like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, weird. Well, when Brian comes on the show, on Music Survival Guide, which
there you go.
would be great, I'll bring that up. But like, Brian.
Pin it to him.
There was some time ago, you were a total dick to me.
I know.
I'm over it. Placebo's made a ton of great records since then.
I never actually listened to Placebo, really. I mean, I used to love that song, Every May and Every Yo. Off the Cruel Intention soundtrack.
Yeah, that's on Without You, I'm Nothing.
Oh, okay.
But you should listen to Placebo.
Yeah.
We should also talk about that more as I venture backwards to Choir Girl Hotel record.
Okay.
Maybe there's but there's a Placebo stuff. I mean, I could recommend music too. This could just turn into us talking about other music all night long too.
I mean, I'd love to do that, but
back to the Tryst thing, because not that we could do this all night long, quite honestly.
All night long. All night. Oh. Wait, let's do the African part. Buddy ba-dum ba-da-da. Eh, mamba jumba.
That's good, man. She's good, I'm telling you. She's
Back to Tryst. Okay. So pretty much, biggest influences for that is like Depeche Mode,
Kate Bush,
Tori, Bowie, Nine Inch Nails.
I know you love Nine Inch Nails. You have 2 Nine Inch Nails tattoos, right?
I fucking do. I do. I have Sin right there. And then I have Nothing Can Stop Me Now right there. I'm definitely going to get a Depeche Mode tattoo soon.
Nice.
I just don't know what. But do you like Depeche Mode?
I love Depeche Mode. And
what's your favorite album?
I was going to get into that. It's funny that you asked that. There's obviously quite a catalog when it comes to Depeche Mode. And I don't want to be like, oh, I love Violator, because that's the one that most people know or whatever. But I love so many. I love a lot of the early ones, but then I love Sounds of the Universe so much. I think it's so immensely underrated.
Yeah.
I listen to that probably the most out of every Depeche Mode record that I have, like over
Not
Black
Songs
Celebration.
of Faith and Devotion?
I'm telling you.
That's my favorite.
Sounds of the Universe blows my mind.
Okay.
There's just something about it. I don't know. I don't even know what it is. I've never seen them either.
You gotta see them live.
I know.
Fucking incredible.
I came very, very close to seeing them live, because one day I went to take my dog to get groomed at Petco. She was getting her little spa day. Aww. and one of the the girl and the guy that worked behind the counter, they were like, "Oh, Depeche Mode, we have an extra ticket. Do you want to come with us?" And I was like, "Are you kidding?"
What? Oh my
and that
God.
never actually happened.
Aw,
but
damn.
I've never seen Depeche Mode, which makes me mental.
Okay, they're playing June 6th.
I know, but it's so expensive, man.
Listen, honey, I
know I've got this amazing show, and I should be guest listed for everything at this point.
Fuck yeah.
But
wait, aren't you? So get back here. Come on, man. Come backstage. No, seriously. Like I bought my tickets last year, literally the day of, on Craigslist, and I had.
It's at Barclays Center, right?
It's at Barclays this year. Yeah, I fucking had killer seats. I mean, I paid a lot. Yeah, I paid like $1 something a ticket, but
yeah, I mean,
it's worth it.
No, I know it's worth it.
It's worth it.
And I am not the type of. Oh my gosh, here's Monkey with like a cute little meal.
Oh my God, he's even got a side of grapes. That is adorable.
And it's on a Minnie Mouse dish. I mean,
can I steal a grape?
Go ahead. I think I got to take a picture of this so we can actually show people because we keep talking about this stuff and there's no pictures. We should take a picture of the macaroons too. This is so funny.
Can I get another Heine, bartender?
Yes.
Heine, put your Heine in the air.
Get your hands off me, Heine.
Oh my God, this looks wonderful. This might be the first episode where I like eat and talk.
And we got treats.
I know, man. We've got
it's like a full fucking dinner going on.
While I continue the conversation.
What's up?
I know I was gonna let him eat because it's like when you eat and talk at the same time, right? So.
That's all right. The listeners are just gonna have to deal with it.
The chewing.
I remember at when Nirvana did the Unplugged thing. I think one of the songs Kurt was like in a different key or whatever. And he was talking to the band. He's like, am I in the right key? And he turns around and he's like, well, these people are just going to have to wait. And it was just so cute and funny. And like everybody, it was just great. And I mean, that was shortly before Kurt passed away. And we're feeling that again right about this time because it's going to be, we watched some documentaries last night that were on like Reels or something at super late because now is 24 years that Kurt's been gone.
I think Courtney killed him.
I don't know.
Did you see Soaked in Bleach?
I don't
know. Watch Soaked in Bleach. That does look good. Victory bite.
One bite?
Yeah, give me a bite.
Oh my God.
Oh, did he mash the avocado and everything?
With his toes. Like I Love Lucy when they make the wine with the grapes.
I'm gonna take a bite from the other side. Cause I like a nice corner.
Point?
I like a nice point, you know.
What are you trying to tell me though?
You have germs.
Girl, my mouth is so clean.
I'm trying to destroy the victory bite for the second half for you.
Ma'am.
I'm gonna take a bite from this side. That looks good.
I just mashed some avocado.
Who the fuck is talking right now?
I just mashed. Good evening, everybody.
This is like our funniest episode yet. Woo! This is the fucking
this is Monkey coming live at you.
Crystal has been laughing the whole fucking time.
This is motherfuck all y'all radio.
I'm not even stoned.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to.
That's good.
It's amazing, and I'm trying to get Tryst shit out of you, and we keep going.
I know.
In 100 other places.
All right, go. Ready, set, go.
But with the Tryst thing,
yes,
you are incorporating choreography into the performances.
I am.
Are you a dancer previously?
Yes, I was.
Okay, because I didn't know that. I didn't know if you just woke up one day and were like, "Shit, I'm gonna dance."
No, I danced for a long time from when I was a kid.
Although I haven't seen you in a while, I don't think I'm keeping up to a degree. You know what I mean? I've got my
spying
eye out
on
there.
me, you creeping.
I'm like, "Ooh, girl."
Oh,
she's shaking that.
Yeah,
booty.
that was the whole thing. I definitely again, going back to how much I love like Kate Bush, I love her because she was always like a dancer, and
it's awesome.
You know, like I work with this amazing girl, Sarah, aka Primary Entertainment, and that girl, like, I don't know what the hell I would do without her. She is freaking amazing, and she puts, you know, she helps me just put the shows and everything together, and just the choreography and.
You've only done about 3 or 4 gigs, though.
I've only done 2 shows so far. But the last show I did at the Duplex, it was sold out. We had to turn people away.
Really?
Yes. I like, again, I have an amazing team of people. So my friend Derek, who was doing sound for me, how I do my shows, it's like I try to make it like a very, an
event.
Yeah. So, like, there's interlude tracks while the dancers and me are getting changed into, like, our outfits. Like, I do outfit changes. Like, I make it a whole thing. So Derek is in. I have an in-ear monitor, and Derek is talking to me, and he's like, "Yo, they're turning people away from the stage. They're turning not the stage. Like they're turning people away from the venue." And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And we had to go on late because of that. People just kept showing up, and I was like,
So what's the secret? What are you doing? How are you making that happen?
I guess it's just promotion, and
Well, you have a little bit of a team.
I have a team of people that are really
Totally. It's. You want another bite of this?
No, I'm good. Do I have lipstick all over my face?
No.
No, it's still in place? All right, good.
You're a picture of beauty, my dear.
Oh, thank you. So that was pretty great, being backstage and hearing Derek tell me that they're turning people away from the door.
Is this the gig where you did Heart Shaped Box?
Yeah.
Because that's super cool.
Thank you. I did Blue Monday by New Water, Heart Shaped Box, and then Nobody Home by Pink Floyd.
I saw the video on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Is the quality of that good enough for us to play that, or you want to pass on that? What do you think? Because Heart Shaped Box it was a piano version, wasn't it?
Yeah. I had my friend Mike Hunter come up and play piano, which is another thing I'm going to try to do with every show. Is I want to do like a strip down, like whether it's like with a piano or like or an acoustic or something like that, because it's just a nice break. And honestly, like when you're dancing around and stuff like that, I mean, it's a lot of work. It's hard.
For sure.
No,
much respect, because I don't dance. I throw myself around a whole lot.
Yeah.
And man, there's been so many times where I've been almost blacking out.
Oh, yeah.
I never blacked out. I broke some ribs at a show, though.
Yeah.
Sprain. That was a funny story. I got pushed off a 7-foot high drum riser.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. So good. So good.
Well,
so good.
We were nervous because, first of all, I just want to say that let me tell you about the duplex.
This is in Manhattan.
Yeah, what a fucking incredible experience it was working with these people. Let me tell you, because we're used to...
Do it, because I'm going to have another bite.
Go
here,
ahead.
So talk to me.
We're used to kind of being treated like shit by a lot of venues,
That is correct.
You get treated like shit, and that's it in a nutshell. If you're a musician, you fucking get it. The duplex, though, the day before they gave me a full sound check. I was able to leave all my gear there. Had the day before, got a sound check, and they had a green room that was literally a studio apartment that was right off, and I had a legit green room to hang out in before my show and get ready. And the sound guy, I think his name was Armando. He was a doll. Armando. He was a doll. And he was totally into what I was doing. And you know what he asked me at the end of the show? He goes, "Do you like Kate Bush?" And I literally I was like, "Oh my God, you just made my fucking night. You
Beautiful.
just made my fucking night."
He was in tune, man.
Yeah. And the owner at the end of the night came up, shook my hand, was like, "Thank you so much. Love to have you again."
So you did a great job.
Yeah, I really made an impression there. And it was funny because right after my show, there was a drag show. Because the duplex is like a big, gay club, I guess you could say. It's right next to the Stonewall.
I'm coming to the next gig, man.
Hell yeah.
Is there one?
I'm planning one. It's, like I said, I kind of was in I'm going to be straight up, like a mental funk the last few months where I just kind of was in a dark place, but I'm definitely the summertime. I want to do an album release show, so I want to get a few more songs actually with the new people I'm working with to do an album release. And the next gig I definitely am going to start incorporating visuals. I want to do a lot of visual stuff. I haven't had a venue to work with that has a screen where I can project stuff, but my whole thing is, I want to make the show. For me, is I want to make it a fucking experience, and every time it's going to be different. Whether it's
that's great, and that's a lot of work.
Yeah,
so that's awesome.
It's a lot of prep, but that's why I kind of. That's
why you're only doing a couple.
That's why I take my time to do it.
Right, but I think that also might lend to this whole turning people away at the fucking door, man.
Yeah.
Give a little less, and then it's like supply and demand, I guess, to a degree.
Totally. I'm thinking about, though, in between,
which is super cool,
doing just little club appearances, maybe three song, gigs, with 2 dancers and just popping in,
How many dancers were at this duplex gig?
There was 6. And there was a giant piano on the stage too, and we had to.
I saw the video of the Heart Shaped Box performance.
Yeah, so when we were rehearsing, we literally were putting tape on the floor to practice in this tiny little space. The only time there were 6 people on stage at once was for my closing track, "Baby Let Go." We do a whole dance break at the end. But yeah, it was.
This is only you singing.
Yeah.
With tracks?
Right now I have everything on backing track, yeah. Because it's just easier for me that way, honestly. Like,
But when you do like the middle of the intermission kind of thing, not so much an intermission, but it's stripped down. It's you and like some other person.
Yeah, so like
with an instrument of some sort.
I definitely like listen. I would love to have like a live band, but you know, that's just I would love to, but right now that's not like a main priority. I'm really feeling having the dancers because I don't really know anyone else that's doing that. You know?
You took the words out of my mouth. It's different.
Yeah, it's different, and you know, for the music I'm doing, I can get away with it right now. You know,
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
And while you're chewing on your sandwich,
with avocado.
He mashed that pretty good.
He's good. Many talents.
Go monkey! It's your birthday. Party like it's your birthday. We gonna sip a cola like it's your birthday, and you know we don't give a fuck. It's not your birthday. Name that song. In the club, yo. In the club, 50 Cent.
Oh my God. All right. We have to play some Tryst stuff, though.
Okay. So, what?
Now, there's videos for 2.
There's videos for 2. There's videos.
What's like the first single you want to, quote unquote, single that you would say?
So it's funny. It's like, so Baby Let Go, like I said, is definitely my more dancey, Depeche Mode poppy track. Another Star was actually heavily influenced by like Portishead and David Bowie. Mm-hmm. Another Star, we wrote that song. I was very stoned. And I had this imagery in my head. It was one of those days, it seemed like it always rained whenever we worked together. So that's why sometimes the music ends up sounding kind of like a little bit like deeper or like gray, I guess you can call it. Another Star, it was like, I think it was like pretty much during like all the elections and the political shit. I was just like, my brain was like fried from taking in all that. And I really just like, was like,
That's a lot to
I want to like just escape this planet. I'm like, I just want to escape this planet. So Another Star was written kind of like, I pictured...
With that in mind?
Yeah, I literally pictured me floating away from the earth and just looking down at it. I just keep floating away. But at the same time, like, realizing, like, you know, every now and then I'll go on YouTube and they have, like, live streams of, like, the earth, you know, from, like, NASA's, like, space station. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at it, and it's, like, it was also very inspired by Carl Sagan's, like, Pale Blue Dot piece. If you've never listened to that, I would suggest you do.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
Friggin'...
I know him, obviously.
It'll like make you cry. But it's literally, it's like, kind of in a nutshell, he's talking about like everything you've ever known is on this planet. Every superstar and like, you know, dictator and wars and like people in love and this and that. And, hi. And it's like, everything you know is on this planet. And yet, we're destroying it. We're killing it.
Absolutely.
This is all we know. And it's scary. And the world is so big, but yet we feel like we're just like the center of the, you know what I mean? We feel like we're just like center of the universe. And, you know, it's like, I just sometimes like, I'm like, I just wish I could take a break from Earth and go live somewhere else for a little bit or something, you know? Well, float away.
So let's do this, Another Star.
Play Another Star. Do you want me to...
Tryst, Another Star. Mm-hmm. We're going to get that rolling. Mm-hmm. Have you heard, now that Monkey's here, have you heard any of the Tryst stuff yet?
I honestly don't think I've heard any of your stuff.
Cool.
All right, so good. So this is going to be a fun experience for everybody. I'm going to have a grape. We're going to play Tryst, Another Star, and I'm very excited to give this to the lovely listeners. So here we go, Tryst, Another Star. All right, so let's get back on track here.
That Carl Sagan line is from Cosmos.
Yeah.
He ends the show with it,
Yeah.
and then they do it again with the new version of Cosmos. So if you haven't seen that, dude, you should.
I actually play that before Another Star too. Christian, it's a spoken piece, so it's like isolated.
Yeah.
Christian made some really killer backing track to it.
Yeah.
And so when I do it live, I have that going right before Another Star. It fits perfectly.
Yeah, if anybody's seen the movie Contact with Jodie Foster, that movie.
I think I saw that.
Matthew McConaughey's in it.
All right.
Yeah, that movie was dedicated to Carl Sagan because he's always he's the one that started the SETI program, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence.
Well, this is definitely your ballpark. I know you're into that stuff.
Yeah, definitely. He was basically Neil deGrasse Tyson's mentor. And today, if you don't know who Neil deGrasse Tyson is,
I do. You spoke a lot of.
You got to shoot yourself in the head.
Just go shoot yourself in the head.
Just end your life.
That's extreme.
I'm serious, man. I mean, if you're not even like the most devout, let's just say, religious fundamentalist, know who Neil deGrasse Tyson is. You know what I mean? So if you don't, like I said,
go shoot yourself in the head.
Just end your life.
Good for the listeners.
That's a good message.
And I wanted to.
Is this part of the show?
It's very positive.
I wanted to correct something I said. I said that I knew like nothing of yours.
Yeah.
But that's obviously not true because we've shared the stage together.
Well, yeah, that was my rock band though. The stuff I've been doing now is totally different.
Your solo stuff, I've
not heard.
I've seen glimpses.
Yeah.
Some camera footage of what you do on stage.
Yeah.
But like a very cool little tidbit. We had a song, Soda and I, with Fox when we were in Knox called Circus. What is it?
Death at the Circus.
Death at the Circus. Yeah, and we were playing live. I'd gotten my hands on a pretty dope clown mask that I had to take off at one point because I guess
Crystal mentioned this.
I couldn't breathe. Yeah, so I guess if you guys talked about it already, that will forever be seared in my memory because you came up on stage with the mask on and you did this very, very cool tribal dance that just worked so well with the whole with that whole part. And I have that on film.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think there's a video. I think it's on YouTube. Actually,
it's possible. Yeah.
It is. Where do I look it up on YouTube?
Oh, I wouldn't know where.
If you just
exactly
Knox
find
Cult,
yeah,
it's somewhere.
There's that Blackthorn. I remember.
Yeah, Blackthorn. They
that mask was terrifying.
It was pretty.
Remember,
awesome.
I honked the nose on it too. But I was like dressed. I was dressed in like this black velvet pencil dress and
but
gloves.
you on the spot basically came up with like the perfect choreography. You know
I remember.
Well, it was just totally chaotic, and it was really perfect. It was.
Yeah.
That's just a fun, little fun Knox Cult.
I only go up on stage with people that I love.
Oh man, that's it.
We appreciate that.
If I'm feeling it, I'm like, I got to be up there with these guys.
I loved it, man, and I loved when you guys would always. Again, we talked about this too, and everybody would hop up on stage for Maniacs. And stuff. That's what I said. I was like, we called and they came.
Yeah.
Maniacs came.
Oh yeah, we're all fucking nuts.
We're all a bunch of maniacs. That's it. And that goes back to just humanity destroying the world anyway.
No, exactly. So. Well, it's funny. So it's like the other song I sent you, it's called Addiction. And that song is about oh God, it's like, where do I even begin? That song was originally kind of written with how everyone is enslaved in their own way, to technology and self-obsession and phones and social media. And it's you think you're free and you think you see these people that it's oh, I got 2 million followers. And it's it's just a bunch of fucking selfies of them on Instagram.
Well,
and it's
that is a thing also that is just baffling.
Yeah.
It's so weird to me because, I see this singer-songwriter guy, with 210 followers.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you've got this 18-year-old idiot.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
With fucking lip injections and big
a
tits.
zillion followers. But I'm like, what's the fucking secret, man?
Well,
Not
you
that I
can
even
pay.
care. It's just so
you can
stupid.
pay. You can pay for followers. There's that.
Yeah, but paying, I mean, I guess what else do they do with their time and money? At this point, right?
But there really are here's a good story for you. Years ago, when I worked at Sephora in Soho, Dave Grohl came into the store and no one knew who he fucking was. But some like housewife from some TV show, like Housewives of New York, let's say, came in and everyone's like, oh my God. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? Like, I have no idea who this is.
Yeah.
And like, being in this makeup industry, it's like, I love it because for me, it's like, it's just, it can be fun, but at the same time, it's very, very superficial.
Right. Well, I worked in the cosmetology industry for 3 years, and I had a whole different plan than what actually happened.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things in life,
of
obviously.
Course.
But it's everywhere, and that also that's why I'm kind of like in a cave by myself right now, as far as creatively stuff goes. You know what I mean? I mean, we have this.
Yeah.
But I mean, I made this weird little thing that I put out back in October that Monkey told me was a cry for help, which was not, because I would tell you. I mean,
it was, because look what I did for him. Got him started on the podcast trail.
He helped bring me out of the cave a little bit.
It's like therapy sessions every week with
now, No, it's great. I mean, like, listen.
It is. Yeah, I mean, we should just put a couch down here, and I'll get my little yellow pad.
Lay down. I've had to take.
Tell me, what happened this week? How was work and whatever else?
It all started when I was a poor black child.
How does that make you feel?
How does it make you feel? Listen, I see a therapist.
I've got a lot of medication that you can take.
Good.
And that will solve all your problems.
I can't fucking take. I'm sorry. No, listen. You can say whatever you want. It's another thing I just can't stand is like the way these doctors like pump pills into people, like whatever,
and
nonchalant.
Like zombies, like
zombies. Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it firsthand with friends, family, loved ones, whatever.
I think weed cures all. That's just me.
I'd be hard pressed not to not to agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, weed, definitely. I smoked weed constantly, multiple times a day for a very long time.
Yeah, I have my oil pen with me every day.
I had to stop because of my current job.
Yeah.
And the very real possibility of losing my life. But
weed is so silly. I mean, really, come on.
The best and the worst thing about it is that it's so easy to find, and it's so easy to kind of get lost in it, do it a little bit too much. You can find yourself kind of living like this this kind of pot reality where being sober is just not as fun.
Yeah.
And I think that's how it's not going to ruin your life, I don't think, but you can ruin your life many ways. I mean, you could be addicted to scratch offs, you could be addicted to burgers.
I mean, you could be of course.
I love weed because, like, for me, it's like I swear to God, my brain just goes like a mile a minute, and it's like sometimes, like, especially when I'm writing, it just helps. I just like to smoke,
focus.
and then like I just write, and like I ramble. Like my books, like when I write, it's like I can write like lyrics, but most of the time it's literally just like, what the fuck just goes through my head, and then like I go back to it, and then like I kind of pick from it, and like I make a song out of it, But yeah, no, I'm a big believer in it cures all.
I don't want to keep talking about it, but it's not dangerous, and it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to kill you. I mean, you could step in front of an automobile sober. You could step in front of an automobile high. It doesn't matter, but still, it's one of the most innocuous things that you can ever do in life.
Well, that's also, and even going back like to my song Addiction, like I wrote it also because I had people very close to me that were addicted to drugs or alcohol, and it's just like there are so many different forms of addiction, but today more than ever, it's like everyone is so fucking addicted to their phones and themselves. It's like I can't even like when I see people like just walking around taking selfies of themselves, like walking in the streets of Manhattan, or even people that like literally like today they talk like this to people, like they FaceTime with people, and they walk down the street, and it's like, I mean, I don't get it. I mean, it's just like people are connected but yet so disconnected at the same time. It's like I can't even talk to people like teenagers and stuff like that, like people that are maybe like in their teens or even their early 20s, like I can't carry a conversation with most of them because I don't think they know how to.
That's scary.
It's really fucking scary.
It's really scary.
Comedian Sebastian Maniscalco, you know that guy? He calls selfies lonelies.
Yeah, no, really.
His little bear. You know.
I actually took a break from like I was on Instagram a lot, like with my music and then like my personal one, but like I literally have barely even been on that. I just, you know, it's like it just, I don't know, having to even like with that, like having to like always be on that shit in order to get promotion out is like really stressful.
That's the thing too that I really started to hate a lot more about the whole band thing, whatever else, is that like I was doing it like first thing in the morning. Like there's better times to do those things than you know, whatever. And like my whole morning was like just drowning in like 100 hashtags that I had to constantly put on, and I hate it.
You just got to paste those in like a little folder and just copy and keep. That's why you just can do that, copy and paste.
It's so annoying, though.
It's so fucking annoying.
Well, that I mean, for me, honestly, for a while, it's like I couldn't take a shit without checking my like all my.
It's like reading a newspaper.
Social, seriously. And then that was a long time ago, and I realized that there was a problem, so I kind of stepped away for a while, for like 15, 10, 20 years, it felt like. And then I recently came back. But speaking of selfies, guys, I want you to kind of see that contraption at the end of the table. Can you see that? Can you reach that?
This?
Looks like a gold microphone. Yeah. I found that in a thrift store the other day. I never seen anything like it. And apparently it works.
Selfie mic?
It's the selfie microphone.
What the fuck is a selfie mic?
I'll describe it to the people who are listening. But essentially you put your phone right like at the end of a selfie stick and you plug it in. And then where you're holding the selfie, instead of like a handle, it's like a microphone. And you sing like to yourself in the phone.
Oh my god!
It's like this very up close, you know, like video of you singing, and you can plug in your headphones right here, so you can actually get a better audio. And I bought it for like.
This is just sad.
I got it for like 95 cents.
Yeah, it's kind of
but I just thought that one day it's going to be used in like a music video or something.
This is like literally what it's come down to: a selfie mic.
Selfie microphone.
You don't have to go out on stage anymore.
Yeah, you know what? And that's probably gonna go viral. And someone's gonna, you know, have like a zillion hits on a video. And
man, I'm sorry to cut you off, but that's another thing too.
No
it's
need.
Like
that's
you literally like another thing that really, this song I wrote Addiction about, like literally it's like you can watch people die in real time. People record. It's like people are getting into fights and getting killed, and everyone just is like, oh, let me film this.
Recording it.
I got to film this to get likes.
I'm kind of like, can you get involved and stop this from happening?
Exactly. Everyone is so freaking self-obsessed.
If you want to do that, why don't you just film yourself being a fucking hero?
Right.
You know?
It's just about how many likes you get at the end of the day.
Well, I mean, I hate to play devil's advocate, but what's the...
you don't, though.
What's the answer, though? Like, what's the opposite here?
There is no, because it's just what we've become, like, used to. But
what would you like to see in those situations where that really
I think social media is a fantastic thing. I mean, I love that you can like connect with people, like talk to people, like, you know, I can talk to my mother all the time through it.
That's the way people keep in touch, though.
Right.
You know, really,
and I love that. I think it's great. You know, honestly, like I don't really see any of like my friends from like Long Island really anymore. Everyone's doing their own shit. We're all busy, but like at least we have social media to at least keep in contact and share funny stuff with each other. Sure. But, you know, at the same time, yeah, it's like, you know, even like, you know, my little brother, for instance, he's going to be 18 and like literally he's just in his room all the time playing video games with people online and he won't leave his room. And a lot of kids are like that. And I just think it's just scary to me because it's like, it's brainwashing. I find it to be very mind numbing. Right. I mean, don't you ever just catch yourself scrolling through Facebook like this and you're like, what am I doing? You're literally hypnotizing yourself.
Honestly, I know what I'm doing.
You know?
I'm looking for something. I'm looking for entertainment.
Yeah.
I'm looking for something.
But it's like hypnotizing.
Sure.
You know, it's just like, ooh, you know, it's just, I don't know. That's why, like, sometimes if I go out, like, if I just want to go out, I just leave my phone at home. And it feels so good to not have
I've
that
been
on
leaving
me.
my phone in the car a lot.
Yeah.
Like, if I go out to eat or something, or if we just make a stop.
Yeah.
I'll just ditch the phone in the car, like in the cup holder in my glove compartment or something.
Like when people go out to eat, they have their phone on the table.
I try to. That's when I really try to ditch this.
Yeah,
a bunch of people are sitting at a table, like all looking at their own.
They're all looking at their own phones. Yeah. It's crazy. crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is. It is.
But also, I think we all kind of fit in the same category as far as an age group, and we're that generation where we notice the change,
right?
Whereas the younger generation,
they don't know.
There was no change whatsoever. It was always like that. And
yeah, they were born into it, man.
Right, and the generation that's older than us, they pretty much said, they're fucked.
I mean, there's 7-year-olds with iPhones.
Right.
Like, what's a 7-year-old need an iPhone for?
Well, that's because parents don't want to. Here, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's so true.
I mean, the television used to be the babysitter. Now the iPad is the babysitter.
It's true. My little baby cousin, it's like if she acts up,
my daughter
put Mickey Mouse on the screen.
Yeah, I mean, it's and this is an original thought, but it's the addiction to the display. Yeah. Because there's nowhere else in nature where you could see these vivid colors in the palm of your hands, and it just makes things so easy to look at. Well, and the phones nowadays, the technology, everything's so clear. It's so amazing. It's brighter than light.
I mean, it's pretty amazing that we have these devices on us all the time. We can look up anything in the world, but a lot of times it's just used for, cat videos, which I love cat videos.
Yeah, no, that's something that I can get lost in.
I do love the cat videos.
God, that's funny.
But again, like, what's the alternative, though? You know,
I know there is, because this is just how everything's progressing.
It's almost like the evolution of humans.
Well, I mean,
at least in developing countries,
vinyl made a comeback, at least.
It did.
People are making cassette tapes again. Like,
yeah, but what's the big deal about the cassette?
Kitschy, collectible things.
Skip. Ever.
That's true, but it can get tangled.
I go jogging with my cassette player. I'd always listen to Beastie Boys and go jogging when I was training for Fox Sports.
Anyway, so there is a song called "Addiction" that Tryst does. After that whole conversation,
we're in about all of that pretty much.
Not play that song now.
I feel like playing it twice.
Addiction times 2.
Yeah.
But so let's do that. Let's give the people Addiction. Let's give them.
This is unreleased.
Addiction. Really?
This is unreleased.
This is a debut.
So this is okay, right? I mean,
yeah, no, it's
I didn't
please. I'm totally
no,
not at all. I'm totally fine with it.
We're getting the scoop.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot a video for it too.
That's cool, because when Dave Alvin came on from White Trash, he's working in this project called Bone Monkey now, and he gave us this song called "Girl."
Yeah.
That nobody really ever heard yet. So that was awesome. I mean, that's cool that we have this thing and people are like, hey, sure.
And it seems like they're not even thinking twice about it. They're just kind of handing it over.
Yeah, but it's awesome.
Yeah, I've played it live, but this is like, the studio version.
It makes it seem, it makes this that much more legitimate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that because this is what we're doing here. I think it started off bizarrely wonderful right away with like just me and Monkey. And then this is our 9th episode, if you count our episode 0.
Yeah.
Then we actually have 10 pieces up there.
Yeah.
But here we go. Addiction by Tryst. Super cool debut. Hey.
Take it away.
Here we go. Addiction.
I think it's funny to sacrifice your eyes for rented love. What else do you need? These artificial feelings are enough. My battery's draining me out, and I don't know just how to charge it up. How many lives can you live at once? Or how can you trust? Got you 15 seconds of fame, the addiction that we crave. Keep
I overheard you saying something about you would love to have a live band behind you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, eventually.
What would that consist of exactly? How many players?
I mean, I would love to just have, like a live drummer, bassist. I would like to just be able to emulate my songs even like a little bit more like heavier in live, a live setting. I've seen
drums and bass, and what you'd need a keyboardist, synthesizer.
Probably. It's like I haven't really like thought too much of it because it hasn't been like the main thing on my radar. But like even like when I've seen like Lady Gaga concerts, I love what she does live because she takes her like pop songs and makes them a little heavier. There's like a little bit of like a rocker, like rock edge to it, which I like. And I mean, my songs are definitely inspired by mainly rock influences. So I mean, I even have Alice in Chains and Pink Floyd influences in my songs, because those are like some of my favorite bands. So I would definitely love to do something like that. I mean, granted, to have a live band and backup dancers is a lot of money that I gotta put out for that, So it's a big investment, But like I said, right now the dancers are kind of the main thing I really like having because I love theatrics.
Different. Yeah, no, for sure, it's awesome.
I love theatrics, Tryst, we call it Tryst Popolyptic Theater.
Yeah,
that's what we call it. Popolyptic Theater.
Nice. Beautiful. Yeah, that's super catchy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you're gonna play again at some point?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
And you're gonna put out an EP or a record, like an LP, EP, or an LP?
Yeah, it depends. If I can write a bunch of. I mean, I would love to have a full album, but I have a lot of songs I've made. It's just only a few. I have so many songs I've written.
Of course.
It's just some of them are very like obscure sounding too, so I would love to go back to those. But right now I've just kind of been working on like getting like the main like solid kind of more catchier ones out before I start going back to the obscure ones and kind of putting those there.
Or maybe just one of those in a mix of like 5 of the super poppy, easy to swallow.
Did I ever bring you that second beer?
You did not, but I'm literally taking the last sip of this.
I feel like a failure.
You failed. You know what? Your daughter's a better bartender than you.
It's all because of this.
The selfie mic.
The selfie mic.
Oh wait, bring a plate and a knife. I don't think this is going to cut the macaroons.
we have to finish on the macaroons.
We got to try these.
We're kind of winding down now. So.
We have to.
Monkey's like, okay, relax. I got your knife.
We have to sample these.
But
so I have one more track for you.
Really?
I do. It's Baby Let Go.
Okay. Yeah, that was another one that you had sent that I just couldn't get out of the Dropbox. I could not get it.
I'm so proud of that song.
Cool.
Because it is so poppy and catchy, but it has such darkness to it as well.
Well, I love that too, because that was another thing. I had that conversation with Vin from Sponge last week. The third Sponge record had like this really beautiful, polished music. Some of it was super bright.
Yeah.
But Vin's lyrics were like crazy dark. So
my lyrics are very dark.
Dichotomy was really neat. I like that too.
I call my genre like literally grunge pop. I'm literally what I've been telling grunge pop.
That's cool.
Because my lyrics are very dark. I write about a lot of personal stuff, and I write about like a lot of shit that goes through my mind. Well, that's good
because a lot of pop music really isn't totally relatable either. Because it's just so I don't like this is not real.
Yeah, Baby Let Go is probably I guess you could say my more sexier track, but it's about I mean, there's a whole story behind that. I don't want to get too much into it, but at the same time, it's kind of like when we did the video for it, I had like a bunch of people come, and it was kind of inspired by The Wall, Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Okay.
So I had a lot of people wearing these masks, and the whole idea was to just kind of like, free yourself in a sense. And like I had people in the video that were like, gay and like transgender or just like, fucking like, just unique. I wanted to have like a very diverse group of people in the video just to kind of like showcase that. But yeah, it's really just about like, being fully involved with, a person that you're with or just like yourself and just like, freeing yourself in a sense,
Well, there's really no better message than that. So what are we doing? We're going to play this.
Let's play Baby Let Go. That's the track I always like to close my show with too. And it's got a nice little hook to it. Live, we do a whole dance break at the end, but it's not in the recording. But the live version has a whole like remixed like dance break at the end.
So since you like to close out that, we're gonna close the show with that.
Let's do it.
But first, we have a knife. Finally, for the macaroons.
Wait, we got to try these. I do.
So
think
let's
we need
do
to
that
sample
before
these.
we get into this song, because we're going to go out on "Baby Let Go." But while you're staring at those and trying to figure out what's what,
which one has the pop rocks?
Where's the best place that we can find Tryst stuff on the?
Oh, why'd you just put that light on for?
On the internet.
On the interwebs, YouTube.
YouTube. And Tryst is TRYST.
If you want to look at my videos, Tryst Another Star, or Tryst Baby Let Go.
And of course, the social media.
Instagram. Honestly, like I'm not very big with Facebook because Facebook is terrible for musicians. But Instagram's where I've got my main following.
If any, and I said it before, Instagram is my favorite outlet for the social media stuff. I think it's just really more enjoyable.
I think this has the pop rocks in it.
Let's do it.
I can't tell. I've actually never had a macaroon before.
Just pick one. Monkey, you want to try a piece of this?
No,
thing?
I'm good.
These are all for
I'd
you
like
guys.
to say MySpace can go fuck itself.
Yeah.
MySpace.
Because I had songs on MySpace for a long time. Well, no, what I'm saying is I had songs on MySpace for a long time.
I don't even know which one this is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
And I logged in, years later, and some other musician had my songs on his MySpace.
What?
It's almost like if you're not paying attention, people just jack your shit.
Wow.
And I don't know how to fight that, but I mean, I'm just saying. It was like a weird little discovery. It was hard to understand at the time.
This almost tastes like a coffee.
This is the coffee one.
Is this the same? Is this the same kiosk in front of the Apple Store in the Roosevelt Field? Is it like the same?
It might be. This was from Walt Whitman.
Okay, yeah.
One of these has pop rocks. Ooh, let's do the red velvet one.
What are these called?
Macaroons. You want one?
Macaroons.
Have one.
Isn't a macaroon like a nut or something?
I don't know.
You're gonna try this one.
I don't have a sweet tooth, to be honest.
It doesn't matter. You're gonna try it.
Do you like red velvet?
The show's almost
I love
over.
red velvet, actually. I just totally contradicted myself.
Here, you guys.
I don't know if I really love red velvet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, red velvet is orgasmic. Wait, do you want to try that weird black one?
Is that the Earl Grey one?
Yeah.
My god, yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Whatever's left over, my daughter will inhale.
Oh yeah, totally. These shits, man. These are bougie prices.
These shits, I
stand corrected. This is delicious.
Am I going to try this one with you? I'm a little scared.
Yeah.
Earl Grey macaroon. I don't even know how I feel about this. Cheers.
The center is what I imagine semen tastes like if a guy eats too much pineapple. I could be wrong.
It's fruity.
It's too creamy. It's like way too creamy. The center?
Weird.
The center is way too creamy.
It doesn't taste like Earl Grey. It tastes like a Fruit Loop.
People that have food fetishes, this is the episode for you. Because we're fucking sitting here chewing. This one's really weird.
Way too creamy.
I don't understand how this is Earl Grey. I think they lied to me.
It's way too creamy. The
It
center?
tastes like a Fruit Loop, that thing.
That tastes like. Oh wait, look at this one. That's a lavender one.
Oh my god.
I know.
Oh, and there's like gold sparkles
There's
on
gold
it.
sparkles on it.
All right, guys. So, yes, we're eating the fucking macaroons. But anyway, Tryst, she's on the social medias and stuff. Mm-hmm. And there's videos which I would recommend go checking out.
Directed by the amazing Jonathan Rivera and Dave Bunting.
Awesome. And we played a couple of songs. Mm-hmm. And we're going to go out on
Baby Let Go.
Baby Let Go. Anything else before
Baby Let Go.
Before we let this go to the kiddies at home?
Don't do drugs.
And
unless you really want to.
Yeah, I totally disagree with that.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks everybody. This was fun. Once
Don't drink
again,
and drive.
This was lots of fun. Crystal holds Tryst holds the record of being our first female guest.
And bringing macaroons. Can we try this lavender one?
Before we play the song,
or whenever, I don't care. I'm just gonna cut it. There's gold on it.
All right, guys, that's it. We're gonna eat more sugar, and here's the song. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
Peace and love. No more fan mail.
Oh shit. See ya.